What's going on, Jasmy family? Again, welcome back to Run My Crypto, guys. If you guys are here, appreciate you always for clicking on these videos, especially if you're liked and subscribed. Much love to you guys. Smash that like button right now to make this channel grow into something bigger so we can spread the good news of Jasmy. So what I want to talk about today is a couple things. We're going to continuously, try to look into Jasmy as deep as we can go so you guys can understand the entirety of what this project really is and how it's really focused and molding to continuously grow into the future and what that looks like for us as Jasmy investors. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you can. Take a moment, hit that like button right now. Go ahead and subscribe. All right, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date with Run My Crypto videos, guys. This is not financial advice. This is just always education. I don't want to guide you in the wrong direction, but I want to hype you up, especially if you're involved in Jasmy and invested in Jasmy, because we are going to $1, 50 billion market cap. Let's go. Guys, make sure you watch all the way to the end. You don't want to miss out on any information. We're going to talk through Jasmy, guys, and what that looks like for the future. All right, guys, so I just want you guys to kick back, relax, and, as we talk about Jasmy, let me just fix this camera number two. Let me just fix that a little bit. So what I want to do is just talk to you guys about, Jasmy, and we're going to dig in a little bit, but you guys have to understand, us being in the United States, it's a little bit of a drag because, the United States government is not super big on cryptocurrency like, Japan and China. And, it's sad. It saddens me. But the problem is that no matter what, we've always adopted to everything that, China and Japan did. Because if you think about it, we talk about electronics, right? We're talking about electronics. We're talking about Sony and Panasonic, right? So I don't know. Just ask yourself a question. And maybe this might not be true for, younger kids watching this video. But, if you're a 70s or an 80s baby, that you had a Sony product at one point or time. And, you've had a Panasonic product at one point in time, whether it was a TV or stereo or anything like that. So there is a time where the United States brings that in and we utilize it. Why? Because it was very good equipment. We wanted it. We wanted to use it. And this is the same thing that's happening with cryptocurrency. Japan and China are adopting into blockchain technology. They want to be the biggest when it comes to Web3, decentralized. And that's what's going on. So we're seeing Jasmy fully functional in Japan, right? So, but, with the joint venture with Panasonic and Jasmy is going to be huge because we're not even looking at the whole scope of what Jasmy is really planning on doing. So let's talk about that. So just taking a look at this article right here, it says Panasonic teams up with Jasmy to create controlled identity platform for IoT. So they put a little depiction right here of, this lady using her phone and she's surfing the web, going through in and out, probably Amazon, because she doesn't look like she wants to hop out of her house and go shopping. So she's probably on Amazon or Google searching up for some more stuff. But you look at the type of technology she got in her house. This is a floor sweeper, so on and so forth, right? She's got that stainless steel refrigerator, Holler stainless steel products. Just kidding. Anyway, so she's on her phone. She's using internet, right? So she's capturing while data is basically going out of her phone like crazy, going into different locations. But what Jasmy is doing is creating a personal data locker. So if we take this image right here, with her being on the phone and all this data just flying out everywhere, and we head over to Jasmy's platform, right? So we want to know what's going to happen with that data, right, that she's using, and how does that coincide with what Jasmy's doing as a project? Well, we know that the IoT platform and IoT devices and IoT services is Jasmy's major, right? The Jasmy IoT platform. Now, if you go back and you remember, so if you look at all the data, it's going to go inside this personal data locker. So this is her on the couch. All that data flying around is going up in this locker, right? And it's possible through secure knowledge communicator. And this is built on the Optimism stack. So they use this through the Optimism stack blockchain It goes up in here. Panasonic's helping them build this tower. And this tower is literally collecting all this blue lines of data and storing it up in here in this data locker. Now, what this data locker does, it gives access now back to the rights, access, control to the consumer. Okay. And it also makes this data available to merchants. They want to use her data that is rightfully hers, right? And what does this merchant do? Pays her in Jasmy to receive the data that she's using. So whatever she's busy being about on the internet, that data is useful for merchants, right? And merchants believe there's a big value behind it. And I believe that Sony, Panasonic, Jasmy, Kona Labs, DWF Labs, everybody that's invested with Jasmy to make this happen, believe that there's mad value behind this data locker. And now she, just by doing her day-to-day, looking at stuff on the internet, is able to be monetized with Jasmy coin because people are interested in what she's doing. Now she gets paid Jasmy, and she could do whatever she wants. She could invest Jasmy and put it away, save it for a rainy day when it hits $17 like everybody thinks it will. And it's very, very possible that it will, especially the way that everything's going with Jasmy and the project and Janction and everything else. It's going to get that. It's going to reach that level of value. But people don't see that so clearly, because this is more important than finance companies. This is more important than a lot of big projects in cryptocurrency based on the system that is in place with Jasmy. So the big question might be, well, why is it so important? What makes it so important? Sorry, I lifted up my hat because that shadow recording at night. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so what makes it so important? The importance behind it is that there are companies that are buying data from people that are stealing it from you, like, you know, your Meta platforms. Why do you think Mark Zuckerberg? Take a look at this. Oh, this is Business Insider. So you guys know who Mark Zuckerberg is, and if you don't, he's like the dude who invented Facebook and Meta platforms and Instagram, all that crazy stuff. So if we scroll down a little bit, this is so interesting, right? So basically this says Mark Zuckerberg moves ahead of Elon Musk on the richest person list as Tesla falters. But anyway, so Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is now the third richest person in the world. Zuckerberg's wealth outpaced Tesla CEO Elon Musk for the first time. Musk's wealth has tanked as Tesla shares have slumped, etc., whatever. But here's the point. This dude is worth $187 billion. And where I'm trying to go with that is very simple. Facebook was very successful based on what? User activity. Capturing data, capturing what people like, capturing people's interests. All this data that was captured from users is what excelled Facebook platform to be successful, which intentionally drove him to, you know, obviously using all that data to continue into building, you know, Instagram. So why is it? Because people are basically engaging in the activities, and what these platforms were doing was collecting people's data and information and interests and likes and everything and so on and so forth. That type of interest built so much value into these two little platforms. You're talking two platforms being worth to this guy over $187 billion. Now, when you think about Jasmy building this inside of Web3, Jasmy is Mark Zuckerberg all over again in a Web3 blockchain technology base. So why, you may ask, well, why isn't Mark Zuckerberg, you know, creating that? Because the United States is not big on Web3 and decentralization. But once Jasmy puts it together with Sony and Panasonic and they get it going, the US is obviously going to adopt into it, and then you'll have Mr. Zuckerberg come out with his thing. So Jasmy's originally has a shot and the opportunity to create this that Mark Zuckerberg created in Web 2, but Jasmy's doing it in Web 3, which is going to be crazy because no matter what, we're going to be forced into Web 3. We're going to be using it. Blockchain technology, that's where we're headed. This is a revolution that everybody should be aware of. That's why Jasmy's so bullish. Hopefully I painted a great picture for you guys. Let's stay bullish, guys. $1, 50 billion. This is going to be the baby step to where Jasmy's going to go, to be quite honest. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date with Run My Crypto. God bless you all. Take care. Be blessed. Have a great one.